So yes, good evening everybody. It's been on the way to a week since I streamed last. It's been a bit of an up and down kind of a week. Why can I hear? See, it's no good, is it? Yeah, got rid of the echo there. Sorry about that. Not sure if you could hear that, but I certainly could. So yeah, before I kick this off, I just want to drink my tea and sort of compose myself, I guess. So this is going to be a fresh playthrough. I'm going to kick this off shortly. Nobody got Spinder. Oh dear. Don't know what my Pokemon situation's like at the moment. Getting a fair few now. So anyone who's in, if you want to start the Pokemon game, you can hit exclamation mark Pokestart in the chat, and you can give it permission to your chat, and you can then start catching Pokemon. You can battle them. You accrue Pokedollars to buy more Pokeballs by following the stream, and I believe you get a little more if you host. So yeah, by all means host and join in. So Mass Effect is one of the few games that I would say that I'm good at, and I don't claim to be a professional, but it's a game I'm comfortable playing. I know quite a bit of the lore. I'm a bit of a fan. So I don't mind sort of putting it in the hands of the viewers, I guess, to a certain degree. What kind of game we play here? We've got a number of class options. We could choose. We could be a male or female shep. I personally like female shep, FemShep, but I'm willing to go either way. Romance options throughout the trilogy. Multiple romance options. All sorts, really. I'm playing on Xbox, so there's no mods. So vanilla game, Legendary Edition. So yeah, anyone with any suggestions, I'm going to move on shortly and start the character setup. So just give it a few to see if a few more regulars can join. As always, I've started at a random time in the evening because it takes an unspecified amount of time to get my little boy down to sleep. So the sooner he goes down, the sooner I get on to stream. Tonight was not particularly slow, but not particularly fast either. So here we are. Yeah. Let's go to our OBS chat here. I've had a little reorg as well, so I'm looking directly at the screen. But it does mean I have to look this way for chat. So pros and cons, I guess. But yeah, I hope it works out all right. Hope everyone's day's been good. Mine's been pretty standard at work. I did manage to cock something up today, which is a bit of a bummer. I work in IT, work in DevOps, so not usually too critical if I make a mistake, but yeah, today I could have lived without what I did today, accidentally restarting a server I shouldn't have. But hey, you live and learn, don't you? That's what I get for working before I've had too much coffee. Let's get into our character selection screen then. We're starting at the beginning of Mass Effect 1. mass relay there. There we go. Nice chill space opera kind of music going on here, isn't there? It's nice. Start a new career.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested. Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
Let's see then. So we're going to go whole new ID. Any preferences? Speak now or forever hold your peace. We're going to go FemShep. I do love a FemShep.
Please log in to access your profile.
Who are we? What are we? Think of a name, think of a name. Arguably the hardest thing to do, right? What does she look like? Does she look like a... Let's go with... Emily. Amelie? Is that how you spell
Please
Emily?
log in to access your profile.
Amelie? No, it's not taking me here. Tell you what, we can go with the name of my good lady. Sophie Shepherd. Okay, so we're going FemShep.
Warning, data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile. Confirm pre-service history.
Let's see now. So we have Spacer, where our parents are in the military. Childhood was spent on ships and stations as he transferred from posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following in your parents' footsteps, you enlisted at the age of 18. So it doesn't have a massive impact, this pre-service history. Really only a couple of side quests have are impacted by this, which I can point out as we go along. Let's see. So Spacer, your mother is still alive, and you get to speak to her throughout the games. Colonist, you get to speak to people and help people who were on Mindwar alongside you. So in this one, we were born and raised on Mindwar, a small border colony in the Attican Traverse. When we were 16, slavers raided Mindwar, slaughtered your family and friends, were saved by a passing Alliance patrol, and you enlisted a few years later. And in Earthborn, you're an orphan raised on the streets in the great megatropolises covering Earth. You escape the life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting with the Alliance military. So in that one, you run into some gang members who try and enlist you and control you and influence you a couple of times throughout the game. None of them are massive. It's not a great... It doesn't make a great deal of difference. I've already done a colonist run that's on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. I'm inclined to go Spacer.
Confirm psychological profile.
Now there's a bit more input into this. So, sole survivor during your service, a mission you went on went horribly wrong. Trapped in an extreme survival situation, you had to overcome physical torments and psychological stresses that would have broken most people. You survived while all those around you fell, and now you alone are left to tell the tale. So again, it's not hugely different. There are a couple of quests that have different dialogue options depending on your profile. In this one, we meet a Corporal Toombs, who was also on that mission that we were the sole survivor of. So it turns out he was a survivor too. But you know, there's more to the story, so we'll cover that if we follow that one. It's also a neutral kind of a so Mass Effect has a Renegade Paragon choice system or path system, you know, kind of light side, dark side, Star Wars. And this is neutral, gets no bonuses either way, or gets a few points in each sort of thing. War Hero is your goody two shoes basically. You save the day, risk your lives, save fellow soldiers. Your bravery and heroism, you earn your medals and recognitions. That gets bonus points and some early points in Paragon. And Ruthless, throughout your military career, you've held fast to one basic rule: get the job done. So, yeah, and that is the sort of slightly more renegade choice. Now, I'll be honest, I personally feel like the largely Paragon playthrough is the most... I'm not going to say canon, because I don't believe there is a canon playthrough, but it's the most sensible. Like, it gets you the most... It tends to get you the best ending. It's clearly the one the writers wanted you to pick, and I kind of feel it flows better. So by all means, shout out in chat if you've got a preference, but I'm leaning towards No. Well, I could go Soul Survivor, and then as we play through, we could pick, or we could be War Hero, goody two shoes, and follow the Paragon path. Doesn't mean you can't make a few renegade choices, but it means that your majority makes the most sense to follow the Paragon path. So those are our options. What's a Berserker, I wonder? I'll try and find out by catching one. Excuse me a minute. Excuse me. Kicked up a load of dust today while trying to fix our bathroom. The shower's blown up again. Dear. The joys of being a house owner. I'm not complaining. I know it's a privileged position to be in, but it does come with its issues. If we get too much further in here, I'm going to need more Pokeballs. Shop Great Ball 3. Let's get some of them. And let's go
Confirm
War Hero.
military
Now this is where
specialization.
my Great Ball didn't even catch it. That's just ridiculous. Okay, so classes. Now this really matters. This is how you play the game, really. So soldiers can use all the guns. They have some skills essentially, like marksman, and they're all damage based, basically health, recovery, and damage based. They're the tank essentially, in this game at least. Engineers, tech specialists. Don't think I've ever done an engineer only run. Of Mass Effect at least. The Sentinels, Vanguards. Vanguards are good fun. I quite like Vanguards. But they get good in Mass Effect 2, really. Less so in Mass Effect 1. Kind of tempted with Infiltrator or Engineer. Or maybe Adept. It also kind of limits who you should take with you on your missions, especially on insanity difficulties, because you kind of need a balanced squad on insanity. And I don't like. I like taking Liara, Tali, Garrus, or Rex. They're my favourite squad mates. So it kind of leads me towards Infiltrator, to be honest. Choices. Anyone in chat want to weigh in on this one before I make a call? Could go Vanguard. It's quite risky, quite difficult on Insanity. Not so much in ME2 and 3. I mean, it is difficult, but they get the charge in ME2 and 3, which gives them unique combat opportunities and makes them incredibly fun to play. The trouble with ME1 is that they don't have that, and they're not quite as good, in my view. Choices. Let's go. Let's do it. Why not? Bonus to Why do I have this? Because I guess because I've done it before. Let's see. I don't need those because I'll always have some tech people with me. I'm tempted with sniper rifles because that, or I could take first aid, because then I don't have to waste points in anyone else's. Do I want to do that? Again, I can always have someone with me with first aid. Oh, I don't know really what to pick there, to be honest. Ooh, choices. See, these would have been big deals back in the original Mass Effect, because they were unusable. Unless you had skill points in them, which you could only have in certain classes, they were totally unusable. But they're not so bad in this, in the rebalanced Legendary Edition. So I'm kind of tempted with one of these, meaning that I don't have to worry about one of my team having them. I think I'm going to take first aid.
Confirm facial identification.
Change appearance. Got to, haven't we? Let's cycle through them and see what we've got here. We've got she looks a bit stern, doesn't she? She's cool. Let's go with that to begin with. Skin tone, complexion, I'm happy with those. Happy with those as well, I think. Pretty green eyes? Why not? Jaw looks fine, mouth okay. Purple's pretty rad, isn't it? It's cool. Dark purple's cool as well. I'd like it to be a bit different this time. So what's that sort of great? You know, I should tell everyone now, as a little disclaimer here, I am colourblind, so sometimes certain shades look... I struggle to tell what shades things are. So to me, that's like a cyan-y colour, grey-bluey kind of colour. Green, maybe greeny, grey. Going into black, browns and blondes. I'm thinking either this cool, rad, purpley colour, this sort of pinky purpley colour. That's pink, isn't it? So that's purple, and that's like a dark purple. The grey-blue colour looks quite cool. And that's quite neat as well, isn't it? I like that. Oh, hey, sorry, I was all paying attention to my customization of my lady here. Your son has color deficiency. Yeah, it's pretty common, isn't it? Good to have you in here. Sorry, I'm gonna lean in to see what that Mileko. Okay, if you've got a particular way you'd like me to say that that's not so butchered, do let me know. I guess I'll bin Mileko. Yeah, it's it usually isn't too bad. Itchy. That works. Cool. I can do that. I can cope with that one. Yeah, it is weird. I mean, I have it quite mild, but yeah, it's can be a bit annoying sometimes. What lip colour? We're going. Oh, that's just weird. I mean, no shade to those who like it, but I think I'm going. We'll go subtle, don't we? Oh, I don't know. Might do. That'll go. That'll do. Do we want some eyeshadow? Not sure if we do, really. That'll do. Kind of feel like our shepherd would have a scar or two, wouldn't she? That one's quite nice. Minimalistic. So before I finalise things, Itchy, since you're live in chat, have you got any preferences on our class? So up to, whoops.
Profile reconstruction complete.
This is what I've picked. We're a spacer, we're a war hero, and we're Vanguard. Am I grinding for affiliate? I'm not even a partner yet. Partner? No. Yeah, that's right. It's affiliate then partner, isn't it? Yeah. So, you like engineer? I've never played through it as a pure engineer. I've done. I've played it on the later games as an engineer, but I've never played ME1 as an engineer. But yes, to answer your question, I am aiming for affiliate. That would be nice. So yeah, I'm a good few followers short of the goal on that one, and slightly low on my average viewer count. But it's not far off. Yeah, Insanity it is easier with Soldier. So which is kind of why I was thinking either Vanguard or. I mean, I've played through Soldier a few times. I mean, it is probably my usual chance, but he's a little boring. I don't want to use the word boring because this is a really fun game. I love it. But yeah, it's not the most enjoyable or I don't know. It doesn't showcase the game too well, does it? So I was thinking either Infiltrator or Vanguard. I could go back and do Engineer.
Confirm facial identification. Confirm military specialization.
I'll go with Engineer. I've never done Engineer before. I think I might take Assault Rifle.
Confirm facial identification. Profile reconstruction complete.
Air Nation that helps people reach affiliate. Alright. How does that work? Is that... Well, it sounds really interesting, but I'm not accusing you or anything, but I don't want any sort of bots or anything anything, you know, quite happy to sort of get there the proper way. But I'll absolutely take help or any communities. I mean, kind of the fun part about you know, I'm obviously quite new to streaming. Is the sort of communities I've been able to join and people I've been able to meet through this. So it's oh, cool, good, okay, yeah. I just wanted to be sure. I didn't mean to cause any offence, but I didn't want to set myself up for. You never know, do you? Let's get cracking.
Identification confirmed.
Yeah, so we're at Insanity, auto level up off, subtitles we'll put on, legendary mode yes, squad power usage I think we will do that unless they start annoying me too much. Autosave on. Let's do it.
Well, what about Shepard? She's a spacer, lived aboard starships most of her life.
Military service runs in the family.
So yeah, I'm
both her parents were in the
definitely
Navy.
interested then. Itchy, if there's
She
a
proved herself
community
during
that can
the
help
Blitz,
me
held off enemy
get
forces
that,
on
that'd
the
be
ground
really
until
cool. That'd be
reinforcements
nice.
arrived.
She's the only reason Elysium is still standing.
I'm largely
We can't
streaming for
question her
fun
courage.
and for to you know
Humanity needs a hero.
just be
And
a part
Shepard's
of
the
various
best you've got.
communities. So that'd be really nice.
I'll make the call.
But yeah, I'm not even going to try and read that out to the stream. I guess most people have probably seen it, and you guys can catch it on the VOD if you want to know what it says. 5 PM Eastern Standard Time. Get all in-depth info there. That'd be brilliant. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Oh, thanks for the follow. Really
The
appreciate it.
Arcturus Prime relay is in
Oh,
range.
that sounds great.
Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
We are connected.
So
Calculating
you're in
transit
UK
mass
too?
and destination.
Richie, or is that-
The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. Board is green. Approach run has begun.
I tell you, I never get tired. I never get tired of the cutscenes and the epicness of some of these moments. I really don't. I've played the original quite a few times. Played this through several times.
Getting the relay in
It's
3,
always impressive.
2,
It always gets your blood pumping.
1.
Yeah, the music's amazing. Yeah. I have to say,
Thrusters,
I was pleased
check.
with the
Navigation,
legendary edition.
check.
I know there
Internal
was a bit of
emission sync
controversy about the
engaged.
PC version, wasn't there?
All
Although
systems
it's not as
online.
bad as some that have come
Drift.
out lately.
Just under 1500K.
But
1500 is good. Your
yeah, I
captain
think
will
it
be
really
pleased.
sort of brought some good quality of life to the game, I have to say.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment.
Hey,
So you
Mrs.
hate him.
Medical.
You remember to zip up your
Wow,
jumpsuit on the
thanks
way
for
out of
coming.
the bathroom?
Thanks
That's
for the follow,
good.
that's
I
amazing,
just jumped
thank
us
you.
halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are
But I
trouble.
like the multiplayer.
I don't like
yeah,
having them on board.
I was surprised they
Call me
dropped
paranoid.
that because it was
You're
really
paranoid.
good in
The
like,
council
it
helped
was still
fund this
going strong
project.
in
They have a
Mass
right
Effect
to
3,
send
wasn't
someone to keep an eye on their investment.
it? And I think that
Yeah,
was
that is the
was
official
quite a good one.
story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
CJ Manning. Welcome in. Hey. Going well, thanks. Going well. We've just kicked off. Wow, thanks for the follow. It's amazing. Yeah, we agree.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
You
So
still
there's
playing
more
multiplayer?
going on
Yeah.
here than the captain's letting
I
on.
haven't played it for a while, but it was
Joker.
good fun.
Status
I
report.
liked it because you didn't have to pour
Just
money
cleared the
in to
mass
get the
relay,
loot.
Captain.
You know, to get the
Stealth
different
systems
characters.
engaged.
Just by playing,
Everything
you
looks
could get
solid.
there.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network.
But yeah, I haven't
I
played it
want
for a
mission
good while
reports
now.
relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself,
And that's
sir. I
unusual
think
for me
Nihilus
because I'm
is
not
headed your
usually a
way.
multiplayer kind of
already
person.
here.
I think it's mainly because it's wave
Tell
based,
Commander
isn't it?
Shepard
It's
to meet
not
me in the comm room
against
for a
AI.
debriefing.
It's not against people.
You get
'Cause
that, Commander?
I tend to
He sounds angry.
when I learn to
Something
play
must
a
have
game
gone
quite
wrong with
well,
the
I play
mission.
play a game like this
Captain always
against
sounds like
computers.
that when
And
he's
as soon
talking
as
to
I'm
me.
playing against
Can't
people, they all
possibly
kick my
imagine
ass.
why.
Yeah, yeah, they weren't. They weren't. They were. It was a good. It was a good mechanic. I think it was good, and I didn't mind. I know it got a lot of slating for you know, the war assets where you had to play the multiplayer to get the good ending, but once they tweaked that, it wasn't so bad, was it?
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
Just do your job.
You think the
We're gonna be
Alliance
good.
brass is
We're gonna
holding
be
out on
nice
us?
people.
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run?
Indeed, indeed.
It doesn't add up.
Looks deeply suspicious.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission. What do you think, Commander? We won't be
Missed
staying
the
on Eden
codex
Prime too
entry.
long, will we? I'm itching for some
I
real
don't
action.
think I've got all the codexes,
I
to be
sincerely
honest.
hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
I don't know. I always seem to manage to miss one.
You need to calm down,
And I never know
Corporal.
which one
A
it
good
is. I'm
soldier
not,
stays
I'm not
cool
one for
even
getting
under
all
fire.
the trophies. Or
Sorry, Commander, but
achievements
this
or
waiting's
whatever,
killing
but
me. I've never been on a mission like
it's,
this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
yeah, it's always something that's missed. But part of the charm, isn't it? Gives you a reason to replay.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I heard Nihilus once took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself. Man,
Wait till
I
you
can't
see
believe
what
I'm on
I
a
can
mission
do.
with an actual Spectre.
What else do we? Let's
What
hear
do you know
about
about
these
the
spectres.
Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power,
Caden.
though. Basically,
So
they're
are
a
we,
shadow
are we
organization
Team
with a
Caden or
mandate
Team
to
Ashley?
preserve and protect
What do we
galactic
think?
stability.
Protected at any cost.
I know what I am.
Don't forget that
I will.
part.
I will tell
Spectres
you. If you ask,
operate
but,
above the law.
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the council races,
Team Caden.
like the Turians.
Okay.
We've been
Okay.
trying to get a human accepted into their
How
ranks
come?
for years
Is it-
now.
is it
so
just-
far, it hasn't happened.
Not a fan of
Hey,
Ashley,
Commander,
or
you'd make a good Spectre. You're a war hero, right? Held off an entire enemy fleet during the Blitz single-handed.
particular fan
That's
of
the
Caden.
kind of talent the Spectres are looking for.
This is all just wild speculation. The Spectres aren't interested in recruiting humans, no matter how capable.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander.
I
They've been
confess
real
that
careful with
overall,
development,
I'm,
so you don't
I'm
have
Team
any city
Ashley.
noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony.
A few
At night,
reasons
I used
for
to
that.
climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was
Oh,
a little
really?
too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even paradise gets boring after a while.
There's a lot to unpack there, Richie. Yeah, I can see what I mean. You know, there are points where Ashley's a bit can be a bit irritating. Although I would say I think personally I'm Team Ashley because she's got more of a growth. So, and in fairness, she's dead right about the council.
Any idea
in
why
terms
Eden Prime
of,
was chosen as our destination?
Like she totally
Not
calls
really
it
sure,
about
Commander.
how the
Eden
council
Prime's
will
one of our
treat
most
us,
stable colonies.
how they won't
Good place
believe
to take
us,
the Normandy
how
for a
they'll
shakedown
dismiss our
run, I guess.
claims, you know.
No real danger there.
She knows exactly
There's
what
got
they're
to be
like,
something
and
else
she's
going
ready.
on. We've got a Spectre on board.
And I think
That's why I'm
it's
so
quite
wound up.
easily
Can't wait for the real mission
misinterpreted
to
as
start.
racism. I don't personally believe it is. She doesn't phrase things very well. I will say that.
Just treat this like every other
But,
assignment you've had and everything will work
But yeah,
out.
overall,
Easy for you to say. You proved
I
yourself in the
probably
Blitz.
prefer Ashley.
Everybody
Only
knows what
because
you can do.
Caden's kind of done.
This is my
like,
big
his whole
chance. I need to show the
character
brass
arc's
what I can do.
sort of finished.
You're young,
Even at
Corporal.
this
You have a
point in
long
the game.
career ahead of you.
So, I mean, you speak
Don't
to
do
him,
something stupid to mess it up.
and
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm not
what do
going
you
to screw
get?
this up.
I mean, he's already
The
a
captain's
biotic.
waiting for me.
Goodbye,
He's already
Commander.
past his rarely use any of them. Yeah, well, that's true. I don't use either of them either, to be fair.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get
I might,
here first.
to be fair, I
It'll
might
give
as
us
an
a chance to
engineer,
talk.
because I'll need a tank of some sort, and Ashley is a tank, but then Rex is a better tank, so...
What about?
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
interested
use
in
them
this
much.
world we're going to. Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise.
But yeah, Caden,
Serene,
he's had a lot of his
tranquil,
growth
safe.
already. Like
Eden Prime has become something of a
had
symbol
that issue
for your
with
people,
Turian
hasn't it?
on Jump Zero.
Proof that humanity can not only
He's
establish
already,
colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them.
Sort of gotten over his anger
But how
issues.
safe is it really?
He's already, you know, sort of packaged up and dealt with his issue with, or his love for that student. I want to say Rana, or no, something like that. You know, he's kind of done. Like, he doesn't have a lot of growth to do. And it really seems out of the blue in Mass Effect 2, where he doesn't believe you and goes all Alliance Blue, you know. Like, the whole story arc doesn't quite fit with Caden, whereas it's very Ashley, you know, black and white, pure Alliance. Kind of, I think it kind of works better with Ashley, in my opinion.
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown
Well,
run.
true, yeah. He does, yeah. But it doesn't seem to fit, because, like, in this game, he's quite switched on. He's quite aware of, It's Medical, thank you for following.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
It just,
We're
in this
making a
game, he's so
covert
sort of
pickle of
analytical. He's quite politically
That's
savvy.
why we needed the
He's
stealth
sort of
systems
looking
operational.
and working out everyone's motivations, and then suddenly in Mass Effect 2, he's like dogmatically.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top.
Pure and simple.
Information
I'm
strictly
gonna
on a
close my
need-to-know
eyes to all of
basis.
you. Cerberus is bad.
A research team on Eden Prime
You know, it's
unearthed
just a
some
bit
kind of beacon during
out of
an
character.
excavation.
And then, like you say, it continues into Mass Effect 3, where he sort of, you know, he has no trust for Shepard because of the Cerberus thing. Yeah, like he totally hates you, but it doesn't seem to fit. And then suddenly he's all, like, almost instantly, it's suddenly, oh, I'm in love with you again, if you're a FemShep, which is just a bit weird.
What else can you tell me?
This is big, Shepard. The last
What's
time
that,
humanity
Eradicate?
made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the
go for
facilities to
Eradicate,
handle
why
something
not?
like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Hey Moose, good to see you. How you doing? Lope mode today. You have to invest in a new game. I'm too ill to invest in a new game. Oh no. Hey, Mr. Medical, thank you for coming in and chatting away. Appreciate that. Yeah, Moose, appreciate you popping in. By all means, lurk away. It's good to have you here.
It never hurts to have a few extra hands on board.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Let's go indeed.
What's going on, Captain?
Let's
The
get down
Alliance
to
has
Eden
been pushing
Prime
for
and
this
see
for
what
a long
chaos we
time.
can.
Humanity
invoke.
wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
You held off an enemy assault during the Blitz single-handed.
This is medical.
You showed not only courage, but also
Whoop, whoop.
incredible
Got yourself
skill.
Eradicate.
That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Yeah,
Earth needs this, Shepard.
you never get them.
We're counting on
Yeah.
you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander.
Flu thing your
Eden
house
Prime will be the first of several
probably
missions together.
explains why the cat has been so glued
You'll
to
be in
you
charge
all
of the
day
ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship
long.
ASAP.
Aw.
Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
I'm glad your cat's being empathetic to your situation, Moose. That's nice to hear. How it should be.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Gonna find
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Yep, I'll see you at the.
Bring
I'll
it
see
up
you at
on
the 5
screen.
o'clock. Itchy, I appreciate you coming in and helping out. I really do. It's appreciated.
Get down!
So
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties.
I'll be
I
streaming
repeat,
a little
heavy
after 10
casualties.
PM this
We can't
5 PM
get evac.
Eastern.
They came out of
would be
nowhere. We need
10 here, right? If I'm right in saying. I think you said that earlier. So I'll join straight after the stream. Hopefully that's okay. Probably got cat shouted because I got 5 minutes of medic around there. Aww.
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead.
I didn't know cats got the flu.
Reverse and hold it.
They don't get our flu though, right? Do they? Is that a thing? If so, that sucks.
Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in
Cat
the area.
sneezed in the face later. That's
Take
not
us in,
good.
Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more
I
complicated.
mean, when dogs sneeze, I think
A
they're
small
just.
strike team can move quickly
I don't think it's 'cause
without
they're real,
drawing
they're just-
attention. It's
Yeah.
our best chance to secure the beacon.
Hudzy sort of does it when he's like
Grab
just
your gear and meet us in the cargo hold.
sort of excited. I think.
Tell Alenko and
Dog
Jenkins to
goes
suit
all
up,
excited
Commander.
when he
You're going in.
sneezes.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander.
We're the
Go
muscle.
in heavy and head
we're
straight for the dig
engineers,
site.
so
What about survivors, Captain?
they get colds and
Helping
stuff,
survivors
sneezing,
is a
coughing,
secondary
grumpy,
objective. The
wiping
beacon's
wet
your
nose all
top
over your
priority.
face.
Approaching drop point 1.
Bad year for it. That's
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
a bummer.
I move faster on my own.
Well, I hope your cat and you are.
Nihilus will
both
scout out
okay.
ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard.
We've got his
Good luck.
back.
We are approaching drop point 2.
Okay. Let's try and remember all the. Weapons. Okay. What do we have here? 3 points. Encryption, decryption, encryption, pistols, medicine, first aid. Okay, so tech talents are gonna be. I have not been an engineer in Mass Effect 1 before, so this is a bit of a learning curve. Basic armor. Dark Prince. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Just trying to decide what I'm going to be shooting with here. I'm wondering if I should have gone sniper rifles rather than assault rifles. But, oh well. Let's go with that. And lose the helmet because it looks dumb. Caden. Clerk. Blankets and hugs. Lovely. Yeah, well, hugs coming from me, Moose. Hope you feel better. Catch up later. Yeah, you feel better, Moose. I appreciate you coming in. Cool.
Place got hit hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere. Keep your guard up.
What the hell are those?
Right, we have sticky cover, we have
Gas
aim.
bags. Don't worry, they're harmless.
We have sprint, melee, we have goodies. Okay. We have how do I do upgrades? Upgrades, there we go. Shield regenerator. Right, enough talk, enough prevarication, let's get stuck in. What do we have here? These guys are having a pretty bad day. Let's see what did it. Caden got shot up almost immediately. Terminal, hey, good to see you.
Never had a chance.
How are you, mate?
We'll see that he receives a proper
I'm
service
doing good.
once the mission is complete. But I need
I decided
you to
I
stay
needed
focused.
a familiar game.
Aye,
I have been playing through The Witcher 2 lately as a first playthrough, but and that was the plan. But I wanted to cut over to this and start Mass Effect run as well. So this game I'm nice and familiar with, so it should be nice and relaxed in theory, even though it's a sanity run. Oh, is there a third one?
I've got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies.
So
I'm gonna check it out.
Should be reasonably chill.
I'll try to catch up with you at the dig
It's
site.
the hardest difficulty, so there will be times when I... Yeah, that's it. Good to mix it up. So, yeah. Should be quite interesting. But yeah, good to have you in. How's your day been? All good? Yes. Do I have any powers straight out the box? So I've got sabotage and overload. Must remember to actually use those. Not much point in being an engineer if you're not sabotaging your enemy's shields. comes Ashley Williams, not the one from Evil Dead. Our first look at the nasty gaff. Boogie monsters of the first game. Do I not have any cover here? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Thanks for your help, Commander.
Wow, they went down quite easily. Still, this is just the intro.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, ma'am?
How
are you wounded,
doing,
Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
You abandoned them. I mean, that's so mean, isn't it? Who could say that? You don't know the whole picture. You don't know what it was like, and you're just going to go, "Meh, you abandoned them. You're rubbish."
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Nice shepherd.
Yes, ma'am. We held our position as long as we could, until the
There's
Geth
time and
overwhelmed
place for
us.
being a badass.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close,
I'm
just
really
over
not a
that
fan
rise.
of Ashley's
It might still
armor,
be
though.
there.
That white and pink stuff's like, it's
We
just
could
really
use your
odd.
help, Williams.
Aye, aye, ma'am. It's time for payback.
You can get it for Shepherd as well. It looks rubbish.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. Supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Shame Jolie's not here to see a game that is all about bots turning on their masters, eh? How close are we to stream level up? Not. I think I've had a little spate of followers today, thanks to Itchy and his cool community, who I'm gonna go and raid later. But yeah, I think I've got about 22 followers now, so a fair old way. We've got to get to 50. But I think in almost every other way we're all good, because I get so far at the moment getting the average viewer of over 3, which is good, and I stream often enough, which is the only other thing really. So
describe what
not too
happened
far,
leading up to
hopefully.
the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a
because
routine
this is
patrol.
more horrifying without
until the
audio.
Geth hit us.
Serial killer
We
documentaries.
never knew they were coming.
What happened
Yeah,
to the
the,
researchers at the dig site?
I don't know.
I don't know.
They set up
Have
camp
you
near
guys,
the beacon.
do you guys know
The
if you played
232
through
was
Mass
with
Effect
them.
before? Do
Maybe
you know the
their
story?
unit fared better than mine.
'Cause I can go through all the details, all the logs here, or I can sort of skim through depending on
Tell
what,
me everything you know
what
about
you
the
want to know.
beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand
One
the
trauma
colony.
at a time. The serial
A
killers
few
can
weeks
wait.
ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself,
Never played.
but I heard
Sounds
one of the
terrifying.
researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery
Well,
of
I'm not
the
going to
century.
spoil it because hopefully you'll get a good picture of it. But I will take my time and you know, explain some of the lore as we go without spoilers. So yeah. So basically, we are Commander Shepard. We are an engineer in the year 21 something or other. 50, I think. 2150 something. Don't know. I'll have to check that in a minute. humanity has found itself a mass relay, and you're scared of killer robots. Yeah, there are killer robots in this game. Fairly horrifying killer robots, but it's okay. We're good at shooting them, and we have infinite ammo. So the technology, the whole technology of the game is this Element Zero, or what they call Mass Effect, which is all about reducing the way you can go to faster than light. Go faster than light is to reduce your mass, essentially. Is the theory. And yeah, and these relays were just sitting around there. So the idea is that Pluto's moon, Charon, is not in fact a moon. It's a Mass Effect relay. So we then find some worse than Cybermen. I don't know, because I've never really watched any Doctor Who. Sacrilegiously. But they are puppets, if it helps. They are puppets to a much, much, much worse problem. Which probably doesn't help. Science sounds dubious. Yeah, it's fairly dubious. I think the idea is it's an hitherto undiscovered element that when you run a current through it, it's supposed to be dark matter, essentially.
This is the
idea
dig
is it's a dark matter.
beacon was right
in this
here. It
lore
must have
is
been
an
moved.
element
By who?
that if you run
Our
electricity
side of the
through it,
Hard to say.
can
Maybe we'll
invert
know more
or make
after we
you
check out the
negative mass,
research camp.
essentially, or zero mass. So essentially, it's space magic, because there are people who absorb it, and they can lift people and throw people and warp armor and stuff. So they're space wizards. Watching Doctor Who was required to be British. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have watched some, but not enough, not much. Don't know why, really. Just didn't really. I don't know. Although I will say, I will tell you what. But a part of it, to be honest, is that I watched. I think it was a movie. I think it was like a standalone Doctor Who movie. I couldn't tell you which one. It had the Daleks in it, and I watched it young, and it scared the shit out of me. I mean, straight up freaked me out. And it was a good long time before I ever watched another one, and it never really stuck. So, to be honest, it's probably just because I'm a wimp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp.
But yeah, it is. I think
just
it
on the
is
top of this
basically
ridge,
required
up the
to be
ramps.
British.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Shotgun assault rifle and sniper rifle. Cool. Yes, we've got. Actually, thanks, terminal. That worked. You've got. Oh, I've had I've had that experience. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think even people who haven't religiously watched Doctor Who, I mean, everyone's encountered the Daleks at some point and been appropriately freaked out by them, surely.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up.
And here we have one of the horrible things they can do. They can take people and turn them into husks.
Oh god, they're still alive.
Oh, they're not alive.
What did the Geth do to them?
Map overload. cannot for the life of me remember how to map. Yeah, so basically, I went to a Doctor Who exhibit once. The Billie Piper series was new. Yeah, I remember she was in it. I never watched any of those. Cybermen were shorter than you, that's unthreatening, and then it freaking moved and spoke. Yeah, that would be, yeah. Not sure I'd fancy that. Ah yes, new weapons. That's what I was supposed to be looking at. Light armor. It's better, so I'll take it. It's better, so I'll take it. It's better, so I'll take it. There we go. And I got points. I want charm, and I want let's see, recharge time on tech protection, electronics. I need to use points in this as well because it gets me things I need. Including lots of shields. You need lots of shields because I'm a squishy engineer. That for your sister's 10th birthday. Big fan, saw the whole thing and laughed so hard. She a younger sister? Were you? I mean, I think that would be pretty freaky for you. I don't know when they when the Billie Piper one was. They're fairly recent, right? Let's see. Yeah, I'm right with you there, Terminal. That sounds pretty terrifying. Okay. This is one of those games where you're constantly picking up loot. Emmy would love it. And I'm the sort of person that can't continue without going, ooh, do I need that loot? Is this better loot? That's not better.
That door, it's closed. Security lock's engaged.
Okay, backed in. Let's see what's going on.
Humans, thank the Maker.
The Maker?
Hurry! Close the door before they come back.
There's a little reference there to Dragon Age, which is another BioWare game. And I'm sure you know that.
Don't worry, we'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
Wow, you're quite the optimist, aren't you, Mr. Manuel? Dr. Manuel, excuse me.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
I always wondered if that's really a thing.
Future?
Genius and madness being
rushing towards
two
us,
sides of the same
to
coin.
understand
Is that a trope?
there is no escape,
I think that's a trope.
no hope. No,
Literally let
I
backwards.
am not mad. I'm the only sane
much
one
braver,
left.
apparently.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds
I think being
after
young
the
kind of
attack.
helps that, though. I think you're always brave when you're young. Going to another exhibit with your other sis when quite young, and parents trying to get a photo in front of a Cyberman, and Tiny Me was like, "You must be joking." Yeah, that's.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
Fair enough.
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment.
I don't know. I haven't seen them recently. I think I've only seen pictures and
swarmed over the
stuff
camp.
from the originals,
Agents of
like
the
the old ones,
destroyers,
and they were pretty
bringers
scary.
of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
Certainly at the time.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack.
Well, that's not
impossible.
possible.
Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry, Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
Thing about the beacon.
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network.
So that's our goal at the moment. We're
it could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime.
Alliance
Miraculous new
Marines, human
technologies,
Marines,
groundbreaking medical advances.
on
Who knows
a
what secrets
mission
are
with
locked
Nihilus,
inside?
who's a
We have
council
unearthed the
spectre,
heart
a
of evil.
Turian, an alien race.
Awaken the beast.
Um,
Unleashed the darkness.
and we're coming to get this
Manuel,
beacon,
please.
which is an
This
ancient
isn't the time.
technology from the same people that gave us this
Williams, take us to the
Element Zero
spaceport.
Mass Effect
You can't stop it.
magic.
Nobody can stop it. Night is
So,
falling. The
we're going to
darkness
get
of
this
eternity.
technology and
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down.
find out what's kicking off. And first I'm going to see if I can steal any of their stuff. Nope, I can't. Why am I suddenly using the sniper rifle? Here's Nihilus, our good friend, our Turian Spectre.
Saren.
Some excellent music that definitely doesn't suggest that this guy's a bad guy. I'm sure he's totally nice.
This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
Oh dear. Poor Nihilus.
What is that? Off in the distance.
What is that? That is very big. And clearly not carbon neutral, let's be honest. I mean, come on. This is the future with space magic. Why do we have those sorts of missions coming out of space? Just doesn't seem right. Finished? Anyone else? Ooh, goodies. A wild what now? Heat more? Am I in time for that? Let's try. Do. Let's see. So. If we go charging down there to see what happened to Nihilus. Probably nothing good. Let's see what's in here.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out, we're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
We took care of them.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
Hey, I've got a heat more, whatever that
I
is.
still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that.
There's a lot
we
of pessimists
survived.
in the future.
If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
You still managed to run away well enough, didn't you?
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Yes, what
Some
do you
guys
wanna
at the
tell me?
spaceport were running a
Come
small
on.
smuggling ring. Nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our shed.
You're breaking the law, Cole.
We're not hurting anybody. Hell, most of the time I don't even know what's in the packages. Just thought there might be something we could use. I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back.
Gimme.
You'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Gimme it all.
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
You are damn right.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
He might have something to do with this whole attack, Cole. We need his name. It's important.
Yep.
Yeah, okay,
Come
you're
on.
right.
Come clean.
His name's Powell. Works the docks at the spaceport, if he's still alive.
I have to go.
Cool.
Good luck.
And that is one of the best pistols at this point in the game. So I'm having it. Vastly better than anything you get until a good bit later. Which is handy, because now I have two good guns. Decent assault rifle and a half decent what's that? Pistol.
Commander, it's Nihilus.
We'll check you out in a minute, Nihilus.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
What are you doing sneaking around back there?
Come clean.
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
You're Cole's contact here on the docks for the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does it?
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch! We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Just give me the grenades.
Give me them
They're
all.
yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
A lot of Marines died here, Powell. Those grenades could have come in handy. If I were you, I'd think of some way to make it up to them.
Yeah, okay. There is something else I was saving. Could be worth a fortune. Experimental technology, top of the line.
I bet it isn't, but I'll take it anyway.
Take it. I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
Explosive. Well, I think we'll take the high explosive. That seems like a good thing to have. Can't use shotguns really. We've got the best pistol, don't really use sniper rifles. I think we're good here. There's the other one going. Alrighty. Someone's shooting at me and I can't tell where they're supposed to be. Yes. Can't look over there. Him. Those soldiers are a real pain in the ass, to be fair. They can suddenly come charging up at you and cause all sorts of problems. There we go. Oh, we've got more to come. Must be another one because the others are still shooting. do. I haven't quite got the hang of it's a lot easier to use in the later games. Off we go. Let's see if we can find this beacon.
Set
This
the
bad guy
charges.
being bad.
Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
So, we're going to blow the whole place up with those little... Well, actually, to be fair, they are quite big bombs, aren't they?
The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
And one bomb down. Cool. Come on, team. I've been quite internet's frustrating tonight. Just gonna have a great stream. Keep pew-pewing it up. There's a lot of pew-pewing. In this game, everything goes pew-pew. Yeah, no, I hope your internet starts behaving. It's very frustrating. Thanks for that, terminal. It's fairly horrendous noise to have while you're fighting killer robots. Take it. Oh, good work, team. Look at you. Actually. Can't waste time with you. I need to shoot these dudes. Because your brain is frustrating. Ill brain is like having ADHD while browsing IMDb quote pages. That's fine, no pressure. You guys just relax and watch me kill the language. It's all good. No pressure to chat away. It's fine. Didn't hear the regenerator. Sensor, look at that. It's better. Better. No, better. No, fancy beacon over there. That's what we want. He went down very quickly. As did you. That's handy. Now, I promise this is on the hardest difficulty. But this is like the intro mission, so... Come on, in you come. Really? Right then. Before we go and deal with that beacon, we'll want to loot everything. Loot everything. It's the name of the game, as it always is. My character says, they're all dead, and my brain goes, they're dead, alive, dead. They're dead, Dave, they're all dead. I didn't even like any toast, yeah. Gotta love a Red Dwarf reference. That I did watch. The dead, Dave. Everybody's dead. What? Shelby? Yes, Dave. Everybody is dead. Not Peterson. Gordon Bennett. Everybody is dead, Dave. Everybody is dead. A bad northern accent from me there. It's all part of the service, you guys. Just, you know. It's all part of the service. Bad northern, bad Liverpudlian accents. First aid is always good. At this point in the game, best thing you can have attached to your armour is a first aid interface that regenerates your health. Love Red Dwarf references. Love a good Red Dwarf reference.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
Stay away.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Dinosaurs had respiratory disease in there. I can't imagine dinosaurs with colds. Or asthma. Can you imagine? Got that from Red Dwarf, see how fast that went. From toast to curry to dinosaur. Snot. Help.
No, don't touch it.
Well, Shepard's getting brain raped by the Prothean beacon. Oh dear. Yeah. Who was it I was speaking to? Oh, that's right. I was talking to Geordie. He's a streamer. I don't know if you guys know him. I know Emmy does. And Wheezing Brontosaurus. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we got onto Red Dwarf reference about the... I was talking about how Northerners all walk around in t-shirts, and he then pulled it back to, I think it was season 8, with a dinosaur, and he's talking about he makes the curry for the dinosaur to
touched down on Eden Prime.
Make him
the
pass something
a human
or other
alliance vessel.
time wand.
It was under the command of Captain Anderson.
Like,
they managed to save the colony.
T-Rexes are hard. They'll have a proper curry.
One of the humans
Vindaloo.
may have used it.
But I seem to remember reading someone who was doing a sort of critique of Jurassic Park. It's like, if you were to do Jurassic Park and bring back dinosaurs today, because the oxygen content in the atmosphere is like
this human must be
Budgiesaurus. That was it. That was it. If you were to bring them back into modern climate, they would be basically all asthmatic. They'd be struggling to breathe because the oxygen content in the atmosphere is way, way lower than it was in the, in the Cretaceous, Jurassic
Dr. Chakwas
periods.
I think she's waking up.
So they wouldn't be able to breathe. It would be torturous.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
How are we feeling? Yeah, we're good.
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious.
Minor
How long was I
throbbing,
out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon.
Talking about your headache or
It's
Caden?
my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
Now, one of the troubles with Caden is that if you're nice to him, it's basically taken as you want to shag him. You can't be nice to romanceable characters in this game, so I'm not going to be too nice to him.
Where's the beacon now? What happened to it?
Microdinosaurs.
The beacon exploded.
Yeah.
A system overload, maybe. And the blast knocked you cold. Williams and I had to carry you back here to the ship.
What's the damage, Doctor?
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
Not a dream of vision.
I'm not sure what I saw.
Dragons can't exist. That why
Death,
they're always
destruction.
stupid. Elephants
Nothing's
using
really
all our
clear.
air. Don't think that's how it works.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our exo holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Oh, dear. How much shit is
Sounds
old,
like that beacon hit you
Shepard
pretty
in
hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
Did we leave Gunnery Chief Williams back on Eden Prime?
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Hey.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
It wasn't a great job, though, was it? I mean, we had one job, and it blew up in our face.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian.
Saren, the
a
bad
spectre,
guy.
one of the best.
The bad guy.
A living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue specter's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
So we know that spectres are...
Why?
Like...
He thinks we're growing
super
too
cops,
fast,
basically.
taking
They're
over the
completely
galaxy.
above the law.
A lot of aliens think that way.
So
Most
they're
of them
like,
don't do anything about it.
yeah, kind of like James
But
Bond
Saren
types.
has
You know,
allied
like they
himself with the Geth.
license to kill,
I don't know
license to
how,
blow
I don't
shit
know
up,
why.
just license to be
I only
generally
know it had something
video
to
game
do with that
protagonist level.
beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed.
And this
Did you
one's
see
gonna be
anything?
our antagonist,
Any
it
clue that might
seems.
tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision?
Oh dear.
A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was.
Seems like everyone's getting
Saren took
bad internet at the moment as well.
But I
I'm
know
seeing a lot
Saren.
of people saying on
I know
streams
his
that they can't
reputation is politics.
do it. So
He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy.
I don't know.
This attack was an act of war.
Some sort of
He
solar
has the
storm
secrets
hitting
from
us
the
or
beacon.
something.
He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's
Actually, I
wiped
did read that.
humanity
Do
from the
you
face
guys
of
hear
the
that?
galaxy.
was it old SpaceX's
I'll find some way to take him down.
Starlink satellites?
not
Their
that
latest lot got blown straight out of orbit.
He
Something
can
like
go
80% of
anywhere,
them
do
got wiped
almost
out by a
anything.
solar storm.
That's why we need the council on our side.
It's quite funny. I have to say, I'm generally in favour of SpaceX and their sort of reusable rocket program and stuff, but I draw the line at essentially littering low Earth orbit with a load of satellites just to provide global internet. You know, I mean, there's other ways. You know.
We prove Saren's gone rogue, and the council will revoke his
my
Spectre
2 cents
status.
that nobody asked for.
I'll contact the
but,
ambassador
yeah,
and see if he can get
not
us
a fan
an
of
audience
that
with the
program.
council.
Mainly because it
He'll want to
completely,
see us as soon as we
completely
reach the
knackers
citadel.
all our
We should be getting close. Head up to the
astronomy.
bridge and tell Joker to bring us into
You know,
dock.
do a time lapse of the sky, you're going to get a million little Starlink satellites going past. It's just annoying. I do not approve. I do not approve, Elon Musk.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
Yeah, maybe it was. Maybe it's just
Commander,
simply
I'm glad to see you're
you know,
okay.
another
Losing Jenkins
another
was hard
impact
on
to
the crew.
the
I'm glad we
to the
didn't lose you
pandemic.
too.
Everything sort of, I don't know. Maybe everyone's catching up on the maintenance that they didn't do over the last couple of years, things like that. So maybe it's just people going in, running new cables, updating routers and things, and ballsing it all up.
Things were pretty rough down there.
Yeah, you never get used to seeing dead civilians. It doesn't seem right somehow. But at least you stopped Saren from wiping out the whole colony.
Again, we can't be nice to Caden because otherwise he'll get all horny and chat me up. Don't want that.
I need to go see Joker.
Sure thing, Commander.
See you later.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye, Commander.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
That's not how it works, is it?
You're a good soldier, Williams.
And
You
you've got
belong
much,
on the
much
Normandy.
more plot armor.
Thanks, Commander. That means a lot from you.
With mega internet
I've never met
issues,
anyone who was
phone lines
aboarded
down,
the Star of
2 major
Terra.
waterline leaks. Internet troubles are normal now. Yeah, this is it. I think there's a lot of that going around.
There's nothing special about me, Williams. Anyone would have done the same.
Held off an entire enemy platoon? Alone? With all due respect, Commander, I think you've got somebody watching over you.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
Ash is our resident believer.
I've seen friends
on
die
the Normandy.
before. Comes with being
She's,
a Marine.
She's religious,
To
which
see
is
my
an
whole
interesting
unit
one.
wiped out.
And
And
she's
you
a
never get
big
used to
fan
seeing
of
dead civilians.
literature as well.
But things would have been a lot
She likes
worse
to
if you hadn't
quote
shown up.
Keats and Kipling and
We couldn't have done it
That's the
without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
she's a quite
I
Quite
have to
interesting.
admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
I think I might actually have a Spiro, but might as well. Might as well.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
Right then, let's head up and have a chat with Joker. See what's happening. I like my shepherd's hair. It's cool. It's fashionable now as well, isn't it? This sort of dyed grey. I think it's grey.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on your crew.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that
There we go.
taxpayer money
Seth
at work?
Green, providing the voice of Joker. Glad he gets more screen time over the 3 games. In the later games, he's much more involved. It's great.
ship?
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
Look at that
That is a
monster.
big ship.
Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
This is the Citadel,
Roger,
a
Alliance
massive
Tower.
space
Normandy
station
out.
that we just sort of inherited.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower.
Turn out
Please
and
proceed to
it was
Dock
here already.
422.
We claimed it. And all the various races on the in the galaxy have formed the council, the government here, live in the cities which they call wards. Down the sort of the arms of the this massive space station, which is quite cool, and it's spinning to provide gravity.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Seren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any question.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
Tina, you're
They
such a dick.
Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Seren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Well, maybe they should have picked their top agent better.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault,
wasn't
not
ideal,
hers.
It has to be said. It wasn't
Then
ideal.
we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Ash, you are not wrong. Politicians are a proper pain in the ass. And it appears that there still are in the future. So we're going to hack Councillor Anderson's computer right here. And what do we have here? Captain Hendrickson reported some unusual energy readings during the patrol in the Argus Row cluster. She had particular concerns about the Hydra system, but was recalled before an investigation. The team could investigate further. Do we want to send in a recon team? Probably going to be us, isn't it? Let's be honest. Oh, hey Moose. You won't have seen these. Look, we've got Alcor.
I understand what you're saying.
You'll like these guys, I
These
think.
allegations
So,
are very
these
serious.
dudes
Like,
are from a very high gravity world,
my reputation is at stake.
and they usually talk with like pheromones and things. So when they speak, they always speak
Alright.
really slowly and clearly in a
I'll
monotone,
look
and they
into it
always
for you.
explain what their
In the meantime,
feelings
do
are
not
behind
do
their actions. So
anything
they might
rash.
say something like sarcastically, "This is a wonderful day," or "I love Mondays." It's hilarious.
Pleased greeting.
Pleased greeting.
Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Genuine query. Can you imagine though if you didn't want to speak to someone as an Alcor? It'd be like reluctant talking. What do you want?
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly,
They are hilarious and
we
sadly
discovered our
underused
vocal expression
in the
was
games.
not
You
enough
never
to
see them,
convey
you
the
can't get them on
feelings
your
of our
team.
conversations to
They're kind
other
of a minor
species.
species, but I think they're awesome.
Why do you bother, Kalen?
Meanwhile, you
These
got these
Earth Clan
Volus
don't really care about our ways.
who are in environment suits because they
Remorseful
only
response,
breathe
Din.
methane, I think it is.
You don't truly believe
And,
that. And if you do, I am
They can
very
be funny
sorry
as
for
well.
you.
There's a particularly funny one later, but
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is
there's
agreeable
also
to
floating
share our
jellyfish,
culture with others.
which I can show you in a bit as well. Called Hannah.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Alcor.
The Alcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the
Real
Asari
life version
first made
subtitles,
contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel.
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't
Proudly, within one
Like real life
lifetime, we
subtitles if they were
established
just
a
like
regular
scrolling
route
on
to
your
the Citadel,
on
and
your
quickly
glasses or something.
became
You could
one of
just
the
see.
more active species living on
If you
this
weren't paying
great
attention, you
station.
could quickly rewind them. Useful for meetings, especially. Did I do culture?
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Alcor.
Frankly, we Alcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups, though we are always welcoming to outsiders.
Alcor
Our
are really
government
nice.
tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the Alcor groups to the attention of the Council.
I think you do meet one as well
They
where
only
they
give
like
us these positions to keep
boastfully,
us quiet.
I am the best
The
merchant
Council doesn't
on
care
this
about our
space
races.
station.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is
Chastising
inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
Sad moment. Earlier I thought ominous mouse clicks. Still no idea what happened because I was busy laughing. Welcome to the Presidium.
Allow me
Hello.
to be your guide.
No, we don't need to speak to you. You are just irritating. Avena, the annoying bot. Do a little run. If I remember rightly, where is it? Is it? Not here. Where's the? It's over here, I think. Oh, it turns up later. Never mind. Let's.
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Please do not disturb the keepers.
The council isn't going to ask any questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made our
Like your
reports.
version
Now
better,
we
yeah.
just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
Yeah. And here is like, even if you haven't played through the games, you've probably heard about the world's like the game's best bro, like a real bromance character here. Garrus is just awesome. Everyone's favorite.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
He's awesome.
Stall the
Great
council.
character.
Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Garrus! Yes.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation
So the
into Saren.
Turians are modelled on
Who were you just talking to?
like
That was
Roman
Executor Palin,
Roman civilization.
head of Citadel Security, my boss. He'll be
So
presenting
they're
my
very,
findings
very
on Saren to the
militaristic
Council.
and regimented. Very duty first, people first. Do your duty, all that sort of stuff. So it's
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
quite an interesting.
I don't trust him.
People.
Something about him
race
rubs me
in
the wrong way.
The law.
But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
Oh,
I think the Council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
See you later, Garrus. We will definitely see you later. Garrus becomes a squad mate, and we get to bring him along with us in. Let's see. So let's get up here and progress the plot a little bit. See what people have got to say.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard, the one who let the beacon get destroyed.
So, the trouble with this, as many people have pointed out, is that Spectres are above the law, top end sort of MI5-y type people that, you know, get to do whatever they want, and their operations are classified at the highest level, and basically they just sicked a standard security cop type person onto him and basically when he failed to find any evidence, given that it was all covered in black ink, said, oh, he must be innocent then.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed.
It's pretty flawed.
But what can you expect from a human?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has
your
no
cat
purpose.
needs a sneasel.
The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
You can't hide behind the Council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
Try and catch a sneasel.
Our judgment must be
Why
based
not?
on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You've made your
allow
decision.
myself
I won't waste my breath.
Is that like the Amazon Prime? No, Eden Prime was where we.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the
We don't
Geth.
know much about it, except it's supposed to be a
your
paradise.
petition to have him
but
disbarred from the
despite
Spectres
that,
is
when we go
denied.
there, it's kind
I'm
of brown
glad
and
to see
boring
justice was served.
and covered in death robots. You don't want to
This
catch
meeting
a
is
sneasel.
adjourned.
Gone off going in the cough. So yeah, all in all, Amazon Prime is probably more
It
fun
was a
than
mistake
Eden
bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we
Sneasel
control
escaped.
is in danger. Even
There you
Earth
go.
isn't
I
safe.
guess I can officially say that I can't even catch a cold now, huh?
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Could be useful.
Any idea where we could find him?
We love Garrus.
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
I'll take care of it.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find
The
evidence
cleanest
against
is.
Saren.
Looks like it
You
can
should
take
talk to
a while.
Barla
Yeah.
Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker,
The Shadow Broker?
an information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
Balavon.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Okay, so we've got to go find our bro Garrus again and pick up a few side missions along the way.
That guy's up to
What? Oh, no, I wasn't.
Jordan,
Never
what are you
mind.
up to? What are you up to? When do they clean their suits? Take a while, yeah.
Yes, is there something you want?
It's one of the things they brought in the next game was the ability to change your casual outfit, which isn't available in this one. But
Why are you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers?
simultaneously,
I've got
they
no interest in
largely
it.
took away
Don't
all
get
the
coy. I
armor
know what I saw.
options.
Yeah.
So this game was much more
I'm not so
RPG
sure I should be
than
talking
the
to you
ones
about
that
this.
followed.
Just tell me what you're doing. I'm not here to get you into trouble.
But
All right.
some of them are
I
pretty
guess it
weird
wouldn't hurt to
looking.
tell you.
Like, seems
I'm
a bit
using a
weird
small
to
scanner to
expect,
gather
you know,
readings
to
on
have
the Keepers.
military
So
personnel
far, I've
running
had
around
mixed
in
results.
bright red,
I find
bright
it difficult
green,
to get near the
bright
creatures.
yellow combat suits. You know, it's a bit odd. And even the white and pink one that Ash has got here,
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
it's a bit
Well,
weird.
technically, we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't
But yeah,
really
they
think my
flip it the
scanning
other way around. Like,
disturbs them,
in the
but
second
the
game,
authorities
they
might
take away a
disagree.
lot of the RPG
I'd like to
elements.
do
So
it
there's
more
a lot less
openly,
armor to wear,
but
a
it's
lot
not
less,
really worth getting arrested over.
fewer guns, things like that. Made it much more action focused. But they massively increased the story and the details in the story. Most people see Mass Effect 2 as like
I can help you
the
out.
pinnacle of
I'm not
the
worried about the
series.
authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
And with the exception of gameplay, I'd agree.
I'm Commander
It is-
Shepard with
it
the
is a
Alliance
brilliant
military.
game.
Well,
This set
I
the scene in
suppose
the
I could use
world,
the help.
it's really cool.
You'll need this.
But Mass Effect 2
It's the
is
scanning device I developed.
just an absolutely
Activate
epic
it each
storyline.
time you see a Keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits
Mass
your
Effect
way for
3 is
each
a good
unique scan.
finale, and it's got the best gameplay, and you know, being the later game is a much smoother experience to play.
What are you doing with the data once you've scanned it?
Trying to learn whatever I can about the Keepers. We see them working everywhere, yet we know so little about them. I'm a scientist. I want to know what makes them tick.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself. So long, and good luck with the scanning.
So yeah, we have these little dudes, Keepers, which when we discovered this citadel, were just here, and nobody can do anything to them or about them. If you interfere with them in any way, they explode. Not in game, but like that's the law. You can't actually make them explode. And yeah, they're all just a bit odd. Nobody knows where they came from, what they're doing here, but they regularly fix and maintain the station, whether you know, so they're a bit of a mystery. And now we've got to find them all and scan them. I know where most of them are. There's always one that I miss somewhere along the line for some reason. And then you get a little Easter egg in Mass Effect 2 for if you found them all. I think there's one more around here. See, where is he? Is he in here? Yes. Surprisingly good XP for essentially just running around and clicking on keepers. We're going to need our XP. Build up our character, get as much shields and all our skills lined up, because well, hardest difficulty and all that. And squishy engineer as well.
Ignored all the evidence against Saren.
Saren's one of their best operatives. It's only natural they'd take his word over ours.
In the original,
So now
these lift elevator moments, you couldn't skip them, as I'm able to there, and they went on for ages, and it was just to allow them loading time. On the original Xbox. And this came out on the original Xbox, and
welcome to the
yeah,
Please do not disturb the keepers.
It became something of a meme, to the point that even in the second game they actually joke about it. Garrus jokes about how he liked
Anyone else hear that low hum? Sounds like it's coming from that statue. Makes my teeth tingle.
mass relay statue, and that is an important
Sure
little
is peaceful here.
Easter egg as well, little foreshadowing of what is coming. A low hum coming from that statue.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepard. It is a great honor to welcome the heroes of the Blitz.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn. My job makes it necessary for me to keep
appreciate the
informed.
fact that in the next game they
I am a
actually joked about
financial
it as well.
advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel
Eating Doritos,
When
that's
someone
messy.
as
I'm
important
jealous.
as yourself
I have to
arrives on
say,
the station,
I was thinking about this actually. I haven't had Doritos for ages. You mentioned them earlier in Discord, didn't you? And I was like, oh, I really fancy some Doritos and some salsa dip or something to go with that. Might have to go and get some.
I heard you work for the Shadow Broker. Do you have any information about Saren?
You're very blunt, Shepard. But you're right. I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. And I do know something about Saren.
Shadow Broker.
I hear your information can be expensive.
Normally, this information would cost a small fortune. But these are exceptional circumstances. So I am going to give it to you for free.
Johnny's fault, you've been craving them for weeks. We keep forgetting to buy. Yeah.
There is no catch.
All his,
the Shadow Broker is quite upset with Saren right now. They used to do a lot of business until Saren turned on him.
Saren's turned on a lot of people lately.
I don't know the details, but the Shadow Broker hired a freelancer to deal with it.
Yeah.
A Krogan mercenary.
I'm a tomato salsa-y kind of person myself, I have to say. What kind of flavour of Doritos have we got? What have you got? Have you got the cool original cheese?
That's not much to go on.
I just told you that the most famous specter in the galaxy betrayed the Shadow Broker. Quite a bargain, considering the price. Speak with the Krogan if you want to learn more. I heard he was paying a visit to Citadel security. If you hurry, you might catch him before he leaves the Academy.
Isn't it strange that a Krogan would want to speak with C-Sec?
Very. However, I doubt the visit was entirely his choice. You'll need to speak with him if you want to know more.
You got the chili ones. You know, 2 kinds of Dorito, original being the other. Cheese ones in reserve. Wow, you
Thanks for the
properly
info.
stocked up then.
My pleasure, Commander.
Well, I think that's perfectly sensible given the thing that you mentioned you're not feeling that great, so yeah. Let's see. Oh look, here's one of the Hanar. Check this out. Floating jellyfish things.
Ah, human.
And they
This
speak
one
in the
is
third
greatly
person,
pleased to see
always.
you here in my decadent
This one.
emporium.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy.
Well, in that case, I probably can't afford it.
This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire, for a price, naturally.
Because we broke.
I'd like to see these rare and wonderful items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Variety is the spice of life, as they say. What do we have here then? Some Turian armor, some Quarian armor. All pretty standard, despite the claim. Sell. Let's see what we can sell. Don't need that. Don't need that because I don't have one of those. Keep a couple of edge. Use those. Phasic rounds are useless. Keep those. So, what do we have here? 2,000 credits. So, can't afford most of this stuff anyway.
Commander, it is good to see you again. Would you care to see some of its fantastic items today?
But I'm curious about what happens if you
Show
have,
me your items.
if you get 2 of something.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Have you got 2 of anything yet, Moose? In Pokemon game? Don't know what happens, like whether you wind up with 2 of them, or you just keep the one that's the highest level, or what. Or if you can sell them, I guess.
Commander, it is...
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so,
Yeah.
human.
Don't know.
You will
I don't
not
know
be
what happens
disappointed.
if one comes up and you catch it. I don't want to waste a Great Ball on it to find out, really. Oof, some expensive stuff here. No, don't need any of this. Scan the keeper. No one caught it. Boo. Electabuzz is one of my better ones as well. That big Krogan statue.
That's nothing. I've had my office rearranged 5 times now.
Okay. So, next up we head down to CSEC and speak to Rex. Then over to Cora's den to find Garrus. I need to keep Ashley with me. So I'll keep Ashley and Rex, I think.
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial
Here we go, look, here's Rex. Rex is a Krogan, and they are absolute badasses.
Witnesses saw you making threats in Fist's bar.
And he's
Stay
hilarious.
away from him.
I don't take orders from you.
This is your only warning, Rex.
You should warn Fist. I will kill him.
He literally just
You want
told
me
the
to
cop
arrest
he's
you?
going to
I
kill
want
someone.
you to try.
Go on. Get out of here.
Yes, human.
I'm trying to bring down Saren. Barlavon said to talk to you.
Barlavon is a wise man. We may share a common goal, human.
Enlighten me.
I've been hired to kill the owner of Cora's den, a man named Fist. He did something very foolish.
What'd he do?
He betrayed the Shadow Broker.
Bum, bum,
Quarian showed up here on the Citadel. She was on the run. She wanted to trade information for a safe place to hide, so she went to Fist. He promised to arrange a meeting between her and the Shadow Broker. Instead, he contacted Saren.
Fist's not too smart.
He's just greedy. Saren paid him a small fortune for the Quarian. He had to. She has evidence connecting him to the Geth.
Well. That sounds
If we
like
get
what
our
we need.
hands on that evidence, we can prove that Saren's a traitor. And the Council will have to listen to us.
Where's the Quarian now?
Last I heard, Fist still had her. Probably somewhere inside his club. You help me kill Fist, she's all yours.
I want to know more about your employer.
Can't tell you much. All I got was a coded message with the details of the job. Standard procedure.
What about Garrus, that Turian? He wants to take Saren down too.
He might come in handy.
He was here just before you showed up. Said he was going to follow up a lead on his investigation. Wanted to speak to the doctor at the
Let's go get ourselves Garrus as well then, yeah?
Move out.
Rex and Ashley for now. Now, where are we? I don't want to go up there just yet.
A Solarian excavation team has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site. Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed. The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on...
Okay. So, we're going to get our bro Garrus, and then we're going to go and deal with Fist. What do you know? We can boop that keeper. There we go. Boop, boop. Oh, and that as well.
Don't kid yourself. It's even bigger than it.
How would you know?
I got a tour. One of 500 to see the Ascension from the inside out.
Really?
Took almost 6 hours and we only saw 1/10 of the ship.
Codex entry there.
I'm Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist
Gotta
working
love
here on the
the
Citadel.
future fashion
Could I
here.
have a moment
mean,
of your time?
You know, it's just interesting and quite revealing.
What do you need?
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and
Ooh,
organized
thank you,
crime on the
Rose.
Citadel,
I
but
could,
there are
I could
places
murder
I
a few
can't
of
go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
How do you know that my investigation is going to uncover anything you need?
You wouldn't be investigating if it weren't
But
big.
again, I need
And
the
if it's
salsa.
big, it's something
I'm
I'd like to
definitely
hear
getting
about.
them tomorrow. In my lunch break at work. I'm back in the office tomorrow.
Sounds
I
like a
get
good
myself
cause. If I
Doritos
find any
and
information,
dips.
it's yours.
I have a craving, and I need it satisfied.
Thank you, Commander. You won't regret it.
Get to a little bit of action in a minute, because this is one of those parts of the game where it's like really slow. It's building up and getting ready to do stuff, but setting the lore and the picture.
Is that really? Wow! It's you! You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And you are?
My name is Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
Leave me alone.
I spent most of my time trying to stay alive and help the colonists.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
Look at that, we're already famous. Sure, we can sign your thing.
Anything for a fan. Here.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you get back to work. But next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again!
I'll tell you what, something that is a bit of a... It should be a bit of a meme. I don't know if it actually is throughout the trilogy, just about everyone, at some point or another, offers to buy Shepard a drink. And do you want to guess how often it actually happens? Basically never. Nobody ever buys Shepard that drink. Just doesn't happen. Quite the opposite, in fact. Shepard has to buy all the drinks. Hang on. This is the wrong way. We don't want to go here yet. We want to get Garrus. Am I going the right way? No, I'm not. Right. We speak to Garrus. She met the Battlefront. Yeah, totally. Nobody ever buys her a drink. No, throughout the series, like, you make up and build up all these relationships. It's all about building alliances and all that lot, and literally she gets screwed every time. So we're going to pick up Garrus, then we're going to go back here, we're going to do Korra's Den, and what else? That might be a good place to stop actually once I've done that, because then we get to pick up next time and do the first sort of missions. If I remember rightly, there's a neat little... Oh no, I know where it is. Keeper, yes. Boop.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear!
That was
Dodgy,
smart,
come on.
Dodge. No, if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or we'll...
You're not wrong,
Who are you?
Bruce.
Let her go.
There is, in Mass Effect 2, you meet him again, and he confesses that his wife actually paid for him to go off world and basically get out of there. Dealt with? Yes. Any goodies we need to see? No. Garrus, old
Perfect
buddy, old
timing,
pal?
Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
You took him down
Garrus,
clean.
you're awesome.
Sometimes you get lucky.
So yes, he
Dr.
is...
Michelle, are you hurt?
It's funny though, because...
no, I'm okay.
It's not
Thanks
a spoiler
to you,
this, but
all of you.
that guy seems like an idiot, like throughout. He's like a bit of a hapless moron with no street smarts. He's a big fan of Shepard, but
I know those men
as time
threatened you,
goes on,
but if you tell us who they work
he
for, we
gets
can
more and
protect
more
you.
out of control and does
They
silly,
work for
silly
Feast.
things. You can be nice to him
They
or
wanted
bad,
to shut me
like
up, keep me
nasty
from
to
telling
him. You
Garrus
can do
about the
different things
Quarian.
based on that.
The one I told you about, Shepard.
At the end, he turns
She
out
must
to
be
be...
able to link Saren to the Geth.
He's
There's
like
no way the Council can ignore this.
really, really smart. Turns out like he's got a paper on... He's got a doctorate on fast and light communications through quantum physics using mass fields of a... You know... It's just like, what?
Time we paid Fist a visit.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much
But
as
yeah,
you do. I'm coming with you.
When,
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
Fist is going to be waiting for
when
us.
you meet
when
him
we
in the
hit
second
him,
one, he's
we
like,
better hit him hard.
yeah, I decided to come out and, you know, do what you do, you know, save the galaxy and all that lot. My wife paid for my ticket. And it's a bit like, I bet she did, mate. Yeah, I bet she did. It's got the bro squad here. Garrus and Rex. Sold all my sniper rifles, didn't I? That wasn't very smart. Oh well. Mag cargo. Okay, we'll go for a mag cargo, whatever that is. Let's see, so we're going to want some charm. We're going to want some assault rifles. We're going to want some electronics to build up the shields. Garrus here. It's going to be one of my regulars, so I'm going to give him the first aid. And assault rifles. As for Rex, Krogan Battlemaster all the way. Makes him nice and tough. Hey, I got him a cargo. Using those great balls. Right, let's go deal with the... let's go save our Quarian. And deal with Fist. Once we've got through this bit and saved our Quarian, I'll probably call it a day. Our first string for a little while, and need to ease back into it.
Looks like it's shut down.
Mostly dealt with you guys now. Couple of left. Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Stop right there. Don't come any closer.
Warehouse workers. All the real guards must be dead.
Stay back, or we'll shoot.
This would be a good time to find somewhere else to work.
Yep.
Yeah, right. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I never liked Fist anyway.
Good amount of loyalty there from his
It would have been
workers.
quicker to just kill them.
Shooting people isn't always the answer.
Rex. Would have been quicker to just kill them. That's probably right. Hey, Garrus gets a sniper rifle. You should use it, Garrus. Did I give you a shotgun? Yes.
Why do I have to do everything?
Oh! Man, that hit me quick. Not ideal. They do a surprising amount of damage, those turrets. Have to be more careful. Got Garrus, right, okay. Gonna have to fight through Korra's Den again. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those sort of random parts of the game that's like, it's not that it's difficult per se, but like the damage they do is just like massively ramped up for some reason, way more than like any other enemy will. I think it's like basically there to teach you to take cover, but on Insanity it sort of scales up to the point of being a bit ridiculous. Still, I should know better. I've done this several times. Yeah. I have the wrong sword, it's true.
Looks like it's shut down.
See, when you see how easy most people use the limits. And suddenly those turrets blow you alive in seconds. It's just a bit jarring. It's all good.
Stop right there. Don't come any closer. Warehouse workers. All the real guards must be dead.
Stay back or we'll shoot.
Yes.
This would be a good time to find somewhere else to work.
Yeah, right. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I never liked Fist anyway.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna sort of go to and fro between Witcher and this, just to
Shooting
mix
people
it up a
isn't
little
always
bit,
the answer.
and yeah, and get a flavour of occasionally having the wrong sword. Which only happens in Witcher. Let's save so I don't have to do that again.
Why do I have to do everything myself?
Come on, give me my shield back. Can't miss pinning my head on it. Shield. That's one down. There we go.
Don't kill me, I surrender.
Tell me where the Quarian is, and I won't have to shoot you in the kneecaps.
She's not here.
So
I
my
don't know
shepherd
where
can be a
she is.
badass
That's
too.
the truth.
He's no use to you now. Let me kill him.
Wait. I don't know where the Quarian is, but I know where you can find her. The Quarian isn't here.
Need to
Said
commit
she'd only
Code
deal with
Veronica
the
and
Shadow
RE4
Broker
this
himself.
weekend, yeah?
Face to face? Impossible.
I've never played
Even
Code Veronica.
I was hired
I do need to go through that. I've got Resident Evil 2, the original game, all lined up, ready to play. That was
Nobody
going to
beats
be
the Shadow Broker,
my other
ever.
stream.
Even I don't know his true identity.
So I'd like to go back to
But she
that
didn't know
as
that.
well. But
I
yeah,
told her I'd
Code
set a
Veronica's on the
meeting
list. I'll
But
have
when
to
she
give that
shows
a try.
up, it'll be Saren's men waiting for her.
RE4. I was never much of a fan.
Give me the location, now.
Here on the wards.
That sounds
back
like a good
alley by
weekend
the
you got
markets.
lined up.
She's supposed to meet them right now.
Good
You
Resident
could make
Evil
it if
binge.
you hurry.
What are you doing?
No,
The
nothing
Shadow
about.
Broker paid me to kill him. I don't leave jobs half done.
I am in charge here. You ever pull another stunt like that?
It was the only contract I had left. And don't we have something more pressing to worry about?
That Quarian's dead if we don't go now.
Rex is hilarious. Right, we need that. We need... that. We need to have a quick save. And then we're gonna run! So we're on a timer. 3.5 minutes. And suddenly the whole place is full of people. Sorry, I can see you've said something in chat, Moose. Sorry, I'll take a look at it just a second. Considering we're playing Tofu is starting RE4 next week, and he's doing RE4 again. He's supposed to be playing, didn't he? He got his. I haven't been able to join his stream. He wasn't on today, was he? Which was unfortunate because it's the first day in like a week that I've been working from home, and I could have him on. But yeah, I thought he was doing speed runs of Remake next.
Did you bring it?
Because he's done
Where's
RE4,
the Shadow
hasn't he?
Broker? Where's Fist?
They'll be here. Where's the evidence?
No way. The deal's off.
So the Quarians, the lady here with the are tech experts that compromise the immune systems. And they were driven into exile by the death robots. So
Just set me up.
Quite a few
I knew I
maybe
couldn't
back
trust
then.
him.
Yeah. No, I thought his next one was going to be Remake. I was looking forward to that. But hey, I mean, you know, they're all fun. They're all fun to watch, and you know, RE4 is not my favourite, but yeah, no, I saw he had a message on his Discord that his internet, you know, like we've been saying earlier, his internet
Were you
was
hurt in the
knackered,
fight?
he didn't get on.
I know how to look after myself.
So I guess
Not
it's
that I
affecting
don't
the States as
appreciate
well,
the
whatever
help.
this is.
Who are you?
My name's Shepard. I'm looking for evidence
Yeah,
to prove
maybe,
Saren's a
maybe.
traitor.
Then I have a chance to repay
Yeah, I
you
guess
for
it must
saving
be.
my life. But not
But I
here.
thought because he
We
was
need to
playing
go
that
somewhere
recently
safe.
during the
We could take her to the
RE4,
human embassy. Your ambassador will
speed
want to
runs,
see
wasn't he?
this
So
anyway.
I thought he'd clean that one off, but it's all good. But yeah, his
You're not making my life easy,
what was it saying?
Shepard.
What was it saying?
Firefights in
Lost
the
my-
wards,
lost
an
my
all-out
train of thought there.
assault on Korra's den. Do you know how many...
Yeah, the Quarians are really interesting.
Who's this?
Really, really nice.
Quarian?
Race.
What are
And
you
the
up to,
idea is
Shepard?
those death robots were their invention, and they were driven into exile. So they live on ships, and as a result of a couple of factors, they had weaker immune systems than most anyway. And living on the ships has meant that they are basically all massively immunocompromised. So
Making your day,
so
Ambassador.
they wear these suits.
She has information linking Saren to the Geth.
Morgrim.
Really? Maybe you better start at the beginning, Miss...
My name is Tali. Tali Zora Naraya.
We don't see many Quarians here. Why did
It
you leave
does,
the
but they're
flotilla?
quite cool. They're quite a cool.
I was on my pilgrimage.
people.
My
They're
rite of
interesting.
passage into adulthood.
I've never heard of this before.
It is a tradition among my people. When we reach maturity, we leave the ships of our parents and our people behind. Alone, we search the stars, only returning to the flotilla once we have discovered something of value. In this way, we prove ourselves worthy of adulthood.
What kinds of things do you look for?
It could be resources like food or fuel, or some type of useful technology, or even knowledge that will make life easier on the flotilla. Through our pilgrimage, we
But
prove
almost
that we
nobody
will
knows what they
contribute
look
to the
like behind
community,
the masks,
rather
'cause they
than
can
being a
never take them
burden
off.
on our limited resources.
They're quite interesting, especially in these pandemic type days where at one point we were all hiding behind masks in a way.
Tell us what you found.
During my travels, I began hearing reports of Geth. Since they drove my people into exile, the Geth have never ventured beyond the Veil. I was curious. I tracked a patrol of Geth to an uncharted world. I waited for one to become separated from its unit. Then I disabled it and removed its memory core.
I thought the
Control.
Geth fried their memory
Control
cores when they
Hypewall.
died. Some kind
Good
of
to
defense
see you.
mechanism.
Welcome in. How you doing?
How did you manage to preserve
Thanks
the
for
memory
joining.
core?
My people created the
Good
Geth.
catch, Moose. You
If
got
you're
the
quick, careful,
Morgrim,
and lucky,
whatever that is.
small caches of data can sometimes be saved.
Do we know what a Morgrim
Most
is?
of the core was wiped clean, but I salvaged something from its audio banks.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
Bum bum bum.
That's Saren's voice.
Tiny
This proves
demon.
he was involved in the attack.
Sounds good.
He said Eden Prime brought him one step closer to finding the conduit. Any idea what that means?
The conduit must have something to do with the beacon. Maybe it's some kind of Prothean technology. Like a weapon.
Wait, there's more.
New to Mass Effect.
Saren wasn't working alone.
That's good to hear, man. It's absolutely
Eden
one
Prime
of my
was a
favourite
major
games.
victory. The beacon has brought us
yeah,
one step closer
I'm
to
gonna be playing
finding
this
the conduit.
all the way through. This is an insanity.
And one step
It's the
closer
hardest
to the
difficulty.
return of the Reapers.
I love this series. I really do.
I don't recognize that other
it's a
voice, the
great
one
story.
talking about Reapers.
And
Are they some kind of new alien species?
yeah, I
According
really
to the
enjoy
memory
lore
core,
and
the Reapers were a hyper-advanced machine race that existed
you thought it would,
50,000 years ago. The
They're
Reapers
all,
hunted the
each of the
Protheans to
trilogy are
total
slightly
extinction,
different in
and then
terms
they
of the way
vanished.
they play.
At least, that's what the Geth
Your
believe.
first playthrough was kind of
Sounds
messed
a
up.
little
What
far-fetched.
happened?
The vision on Eden Prime. I understand it now.
What was your first playthrough?
I saw the
What-
Protheans being wiped out by the Reapers.
How did you mess
The
it up?
Geth revere the Reapers as gods, the pinnacle of non-organic life, and they believe Saren knows how to bring the Reapers back.
The Council is just going to love this.
The Reapers are a threat to every species in Citadel space. We have to
Here
tell
we
them.
get our.
No
we
matter
now
what
have
they
our
think about
first
the rest of us,
introduction to the
those
potential
audio files prove
main
Saren's a traitor.
antagonist to the series, the Reapers.
The captain's right. We need to
These
present this to the
undefined
Council right away.
baddies that are
What
supposed to
about
be
her?
the apex
The Quarian.
of
My name is Tali.
AI life.
You saw me in the alley, Commander.
Oh, in
you
Mass
know what
Effect
I can
2.
do. Let me come with you.
Oh dear. Easily done. Easily done.
I'll take all the help I can get.
Yeah, Mass Effect 2 is especially
You won't
risky
regret
for that.
this.
If you get it wrong, you can lose
Henderson and
a lot
I
of
will
your
go
squad,
ahead to get
and
things
that's
ready with the
heartbreaking
Council.
because, especially in Mass
Take a few
Effect 2,
minutes
you
to
love
collect
your squad.
yourself, then meet us in the
They're
tower.
amazing. Let's go Girl Squad for a bit. Tali and Ash. Though to be fair, Rex is a bit. Oh, it doesn't really matter. We're not going to do much in the way of fighting at this point. So how did you do then? Control? Did you complete it after that, or did you stop and sort of decide to start again? Where the hell's my squad? Get through here, you wallies. What's up? You've forgotten how to use a doorknob. Killed Fist, Liara's mother. Oh, you didn't even make it to... Oh, okay, so you're still on Mass Effect 1, so you killed Fist. We just killed Fist. We took Rex with us, so he killed Fist. Liara's mother, Rachni Queen. You killed... Oh no, you killed Rex. Yeah. Kirahi died, but killed the council, killed Balak, so the hostages died. Yeah, they were. Yeah, that's hilarious, isn't it? Moose like just randomly standing next to the door, like, I don't know where to go.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard.
You're on 2 now.
My name is Samesh Bhatia. Forgive the intrusion, but I have
I
nowhere
gotta
else
tell
to
you,
turn.
mate. I would consider losing Rex a an end. You know, I could never really. I could not lose Rex. I couldn't do it. Gonna replay with different choices. Yeah, that's a good shout.
It's no trouble. What can I do for you?
My wife was a Marine. She was in the 212 on Eden Prime.
Wait.
Well, I hope you'll join us for our playthrough.
Your
This is
wife
going to be
Serviceman
an insanity
Bhatia.
difficulty.
I'm Gunnery
and
Chief Ashley
I will
Williams. I
save
served in her unit.
Everybody.
Chief Williams.
And I know
it is a pleasure. Nirali spoke of you with great respect.
I'm so sorry for your loss, Mr. Bhatia. Nirali was a good woman.
You have to bring certain people to get certain dialogue.
I've requested that my wife's body be returned to me for cremation, but the military has refused my request.
Oh, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome in. Is it a little low? It's... I don't know about that. Yeah, a lot of people say that, but I can't actually boost it any higher. It's at full volume. I'll try and speak up. I think it's my my habit of muttering. It's part of my problem here.
Why did they refuse your request? There's got to be some reason.
I don't.
Yeah, it's
all I know
heartbreaking
is that they have
to lose.
It impossible for my wife to be returned to me.
Rex, and you can lose all of your squad in Mass Effect 2. So
there's no reason for your wife's body to be held like this.
Be aware of that.
Just wait here.
If you're near the end.
The man in charge of my case is Mr. Boston.
If you
when I last saw him,
if you haven't got the loyalty of your squad, then
thank you for your time.
And even if you have, and you
I
make
just
some
want to give my wife
bad
a proper
choices,
funeral
you can lose them.
and the respect she deserves.
So, worth bearing in mind. And if there's anything this game does right, or this series does right, it's investing you in the characters.
I can't
so
believe
it's
I landed a job here. This place is
it's pretty heartbreaking to lose them. Another Alcor.
Human, delighted, welcome.
Delighted, welcome. It's good to meet you. Alcor. They're hilarious.
My goodness, you're Commander Shepard. Your activities made for quite a briefing in the Diplomatic Corps. Is there something I can do to assist you?
Yes, there is.
A man named Samesh Bhatia is having some trouble claiming his wife's body.
Ah, Mr. Bhatia. A good man in an understandably frustrating position. I wish I could help him. Serviceman Nirali Bhatia died on Eden Prime, as Mr. Bhatia no doubt told you. Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before.
So you're going to complete
That
your...
is why her body is
Are you going to take it through to Mass Effect 3 as well, or are you going to start, you know, replaying from... Done pretty much everything in 2, done all the Firewalker missions, done all the story missions up to Reaper IFF. Yeah. So Reaper... I don't know, do you want any tips, or would you rather I let you play it? I don't want to spoil anything, or, you know, give unsolicited advice. That can be quite annoying. But I've played through it a lot of times, so there's, you know, you can talk freely in this chat, but I don't want to spoil anything for you, because it's a lovely experience to play through for the first time, so I don't want to ruin anything.
You think that her body might be dangerous or contaminated?
Tips, yes. Okay,
No,
so
Commander. Nirali
consider
Bhatia is not
IFF your
dangerous.
end game.
Her body is in fact extremely valuable to the Alliance.
You need to...
The tests we're conducting
I
may
won't
lead
give,
to better
I won't give
defenses
spoilers,
against
but
Geth attacks.
do everything you need to do before your end game.
Serviceman Bhatia
before
may
IFF.
save more lives in death than she did in life.
Have everyone loyal, and you will want to... all I will say is think carefully about who you pick for certain missions after IFF. It matters. Not in like your squad, but in there'll be... You'll know what I mean. Just when you get options to send someone to do something, think really carefully on who to send.
I understand what you're trying to do, but holding the body is wrong.
Commander, you of all people should understand how far we must go to protect
I do also,
humanity.
on my YouTube, I do have a full playthrough of a FemShep Insanity as a... I think it was an adept. So by all means check that out if you want some tips. But obviously it will contain spoilers. It's the full playthrough, 1, 2, and 3.
Not if we lose our humanity in the process.
You saved Ashley. Yeah, I always save Ashley. Usually. Well, no, I've saved them both, obviously, but these days I tend to save Ashley. I'm Team
not going to
Ashley.
risk an incident by refusing you.
And the reason I'm
Tell
Team
Samesh
Ashley,
that the
I was
body
speaking
is
to this
being
earlier
shipped
with
back to
someone
Earth.
else who was in chat.
I'll go now to see to it
At the
myself.
beginning of the stream. There's an advantage that, to me at least, because she's not a... She has more of a story arc than Caden. Caden's kind of done. Like his, you know, his anger at Turians, is done. From his time on Jump Zero. His, you know, his development in the Alliance as a biotic, it's all squared away. He's got no growth. Whereas Ashley grows as a character and gets over issues with alien races. She gets, she grows as a character. She's
Has
much
there been
more fun.
any word?
Staying loyal to your romance, yeah, that's cool. Who was your romance option?
I reminded Mr. Bosker what we're fighting for.
And were you
My wife is
FemShep
coming
or male
Thank
shep?
you.
Did you tell me that?
I will
can't remember
return
now.
home and begin my preparations. It does not bring me
Liara,
happiness,
yeah.
but it may bring me peace.
Liara's arc is really good.
Samesh?
And you're a FemShep, yeah.
I don't
yeah.
know if this helps, but
I like FemShep.
Nerali loved you very much. She missed your cooking, and she played recordings of you every night before she went to sleep.
I know, Miss Williams. But thank you. It's nice to hear it again.
Aww. Right. What's left? So, tell you what, we'll finish up by handing over this evidence. And I think there's one little side quest we can quickly do over here, and then we'll probably look to second playthrough as male shep. Yeah, that's a good shout, because then you get a lot more romance options in the second game, at least.
I've told you before, you're not allowed in here.
This one believes it has the right to move freely through this area.
This one believes.
You're creating a public disturbance. That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
Appreciate that. There's all sorts of playthroughs going on there. I'm a great one for starting and not. It's not that I haven't. It's not that I'm not going to finish. It's just that I haven't yet finished a lot of my playthroughs. So I'm doing all sorts of games at the moment. I've got a playlist for Resident Evil original games. So I just completed Resident Evil 1, and
are there laws
I'm also
being broken
doing
here?
Witcher.
I am not
and
unreasonable.
Mass
The Hanar
Effect,
is
and
free to spew its nonsense
even a little
once
bit
it
of Kerbal
purchases
Space
an
Program. So there's
evangelical
all sorts
permit.
on there. Okay, so the Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it buys a permit.
So if the Hanar gets a permit, it's allowed to preach?
No.
No.
Registered evangelicals must follow regulations. There are specific areas where preaching is legal. Failure to follow the regulations results in the forfeiture of the license.
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar for you.
I don't know if I've got a high enough charm check yet, but we'll see. We will see.
Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
Is this really how you want to represent the Enkindlers?
The truth of the Enkindlers must be made known. They gave the Hanar language, and gave the universe the mass relays. This one only wishes to spread the truth to any who will listen. There is no intent to cause trouble.
Is this how the Enkindlers would want you to
Got
use
enough
this gift of consciousness?
past the Paragon
The
check
Enkindlers
there.
would wish for their
Charm
message
check.
to be spread to all sentient races.
The Enkindlers wouldn't wish their message to be spread by breaking society's laws.
This one hears wisdom. Perhaps enthusiasm has clouded judgment in this matter. This one departs now, and will not intrude upon the Presidium again.
Job done.
I see the Hanar is left. Thank you.
Happy to help.
Here, for your assistance in this matter. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should report to my superiors.
Report to your superiors that you basically failed to do your job. Recommended this series through Game Pass in lockdown, and by the time you got to it, they announced the remaster. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I love this whole series. I played it. I had it on PC for the originals on PC. I also played Andromeda, which I personally don't recommend. And yeah, I played it through several times. Really, really enjoyed it, and it still stands up today. But this legendary remaster, legendary edition as they call it, just brings enough quality of life that, without changing it, it is just a remaster and a, you know, quality of life in terms of controls and leveling and stuff like that. It's absolutely the definitive way to play the game. There's no reason to go back to the old ones. Yeah, I don't know if it... I dislike Andromeda for a different reason than a lot of people do. It had loads and loads and loads of bugs. No, Moose, it's not the... So Mass Effect Andromeda was like a fourth iteration of this series, and it kind of tanked. My problem with Andromeda was it missed...
Don't be ridiculous.
It missed the point. I don't want to spoil anything, so I don't want to go into it too much, but it kind of failed to capture what was so good about the original trilogy. In that it's not about...
Come on. Udina's presenting
there's no story of sort of your squad persevering and getting through. It's all just...
has brought us one step closer to finding
It's just a bit linear and a bit...
And one step closer to
the
the
story's
return
weak,
of the
in my
Reapers.
opinion. Whereas the story is, for me, what makes Mass Effect
This
brilliant.
evidence is
Mass Effect 1 to
irrefutable,
3,
Ambassador.
1 to 3 is
Saren
just
will be stripped of his Spectre
a
status,
great story.
and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
Yeah, it fell pretty flat for me.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Who is she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage
yeah,
of their
probably.
lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
Powerful space wizard.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
Bum, bum, bum.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Wait. What are we waiting for?
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
So
Listen
many
to what
familiar
you're saying.
voices.
Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It
Voice
has
of
to be.
Hercules and God of War.
Where did the Reapers
And
go?
so, I see,
Why did
yeah.
they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
I haven't played God of War. It's on my list now that it's released for PC. But I don't have a PlayStation, so no God of War for me. So many familiar voices you recognise. Yeah, there's so FemShep's is it Catherine Hale? I want to say Catherine. No, Jennifer Hale. I'm forgetting. But you got Seth Green in here. We've got in Mass Effect 2 they introduce also chops from Battlestar Galactica. Trisha Helfer adds her voice to a character in Mass Effect 2.
I tried to warn you about Saren and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the council. We all
Yeah.
agree he's using the guest
Seth
to
Green's
search for the
hilarious.
conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are
Tell
obviously
us playing.
just a
Oh,
myth,
we'll raid him in a
Commander.
minute.
A
We'll raid
convenient
him
lie
and
to cover
I can
Saren's
watch
true
for a little
purpose.
while.
A
That'd be cool.
legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
Is he online playing now? News.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren
just
is a
going
rogue
on.
agent on the
Right,
run for his
yeah.
life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
But I can.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region, keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
Send me.
I can take Saren down.
The commander's right. There is a way to stop Saren that doesn't require fleets or armies.
No, it's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
Anderson and Chokwas. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure about those two. It's Keith David for Anderson. So yeah, I know he's been in quite a few things. I couldn't tell you what. Chokwas, I'm not sure about her. But what else? There's you caught the Sneasel.
I faced Saren on Eden Prime and exposed him for a traitor.
What was
I've proven myself.
the other one? There's quite a lot of big names in this. There really are. There was the other one that jumped into my head and then jumped straight back out again. And I can't remember. Who was I going to say? Seth Green?
Commander Shepard.
Trisha Helfer.
Step forward.
No, it's gone. Caden's voice actor does quite a few as well. Her role in Gears of War. Oh, okay. Yeah.
It is
This
the
is good
decision of the
music as
Council
well.
that you be
Love this.
granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance Branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
I'm honored, Counselor.
There we go.
We're sending you into the Traverse.
Shepard
after
is
Saren.
now
He's a
a
fugitive
Spectre.
from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
I'll find him.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Whoop whoop.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew,
Keith David
supplies.
for Halo.
You'll
Yes.
get access to
Yep.
special equipment and training now. You should go down to the CSEC Academy and speak to the Spectre
Yeah.
requisition.
Now you say that.
Anderson,
of course
come with
he
me.
is. He's
I'll
in
need
Halo,
your help
isn't
to
he?
set all this up.
I remember hearing that. Yeah. I haven't played Halo for ages
Bastard
though.
didn't even thank you.
What do you expect from a politician? Come on.
Call of Duty.
Right behind you,
Yeah, I never
Commander.
played any Call of Duty. Whoop whoop. So we got a level up, which is pretty handy. We got some points to spend. I think I might save them. I think we've done pretty well here today. We have become a Spectre. We've set the scene, and next time we can head off into space and start kicking ass. I think that's a good place to stop. So let's see if there's someone we can raid, shall we? Who's live and kicking for us? Twitch. Anyone I know online? Anyone with any recommendations? Do shout. We've got no one I know really. There's someone I know playing Resident Evil Code Veronica, doing a permadeath challenge. Fancy going there? What do we think? She's a big streamer actually, iKitKat. Don't know if you've heard of her, but she's, yeah. We're going to be a drop in the ocean to her. She's got 210 viewers at the moment, but we could join. What do we reckon? Any shouts? Any preferences? Okay. Matthewsaurus Rex. Yeah, we could do that. We could go to... do I follow him? Oh yeah, I do follow him. How did I miss that? Okay, let's do that. Let's how do I get to my... oh, I'm so bad at this. This is I was about to say the one thing, which is a total lie. I was going to say the one thing I'm bad at in streaming. There's a few things that I need to get better at in streaming, but this is definitely one of them. Raiding. Here we go. So get to my stream manager. Matthewsaurus Rex. Start raid. I hope you'll all join me, and thank you very much for joining the stream. And see you next time.